Hello everyone and welcome back to Paint and Play Minis. This is going to be a short video this week, and that's because I'm planning a bigger project for hopefully my next video. This week I made floor and wall samples out of foam board. It was kind of a win-win this week because I didn't realize how easy foam board takes impressions. I thought you really had to dig into it to get a texture to stick. For this first one, I'm going to be making a brick wall. What I did first was use a metal nail file, or any blunt blade will do. I scored the foam at 1/4 of an inch apart and made straight lines all the way across. When I was done with that side, I turned the foam and scored adjacently to the lines on every other line. That part is very important. Once you're done with that, a cool brick texture can be seen once you're done. One thing I didn't mention here was that you must turn it over if you want the full effect of a brick wall. The next thing I did was paint it gray. Pay special attention to the crease marks, as this is mainly the color for the grout in between. Once that's dry, use a sponge with some red or any color you want your bricks. A piece of sponge works best here because it will only catch on the raised brick parts. After the paint dried, I finished it with some black wash and dabbed the areas where it pooled too much. For the wood floor, I used the same technique as the brick, but I spaced them further apart. My first video on this channel was making a hardwood floor out of mini popsicle sticks, and I must say that this technique with the foam boards is much better in my opinion. It saves a lot more time. I'll link that video below if you want a more durable floor. Once you're ready to paint the floor, throw some brown on and some black wash, and you have wood flooring. Next, we are going to make a destroyed wall look. For this part, you can use a pen. Try to use a ballpoint pen as it has a blunt tip. Draw into the foam some cracks that you want to see along the wall for texturing. I plan on having just a half piece of wall, so I'm making a main crack down the middle of the wall with small cracks branching off. When that was done, I cut the main crack with my hobby knife and hot glued the two pieces together. At this point, you can add any texturing you want to show up. For the stone floor, I used a piece of paper egg carton and cut the pieces into small squares of varying sizes. Once I had a pile, I hot glued them to the foam, which I previously painted gray to save some time. I didn't follow a pattern sticking them on, I just placed them randomly, trying to put the different sizes together. Once the piece was covered, I sealed it with some watered down Elmer's glue. Off camera, I put wall grout in the cracks and touched it up again with some paint. The reason I made all these samples was so that I could easily pair materials together. I could get an idea of what would match and what wouldn't go together. I'm going for a modern, post-apocalyptic look, so it was important that there was some likeness to today's house styles. If you've made it this far, be sure to subscribe for more videos in the future. For my next video, I plan on doing a big money saver project for tabletop gamers, so stay tuned. Thank you and see you next time.